It's hot in here.
The electricity must be out all over the base.
Our flashlights aren't much help.
According to the base's maps, Captain, the control section isn't far. Hopefully Lieutenant Mendoza and I can get the lights working from there.
And the air conditioning.
Where is everyone?
I wish I knew, Doc. According to our records, Osiris base is a crew complement of 47. Scan for life signs, Mendoza. Hopefully we can pick something up now that we're inside the base.
Yes, sir.
The control section, Ensign?
This way.
Oh! Ah!
What the?
Captain, help me!
Laser's full! Fire! I said fire!
But Lieutenant...
Answering a distress call in outer space is always risky. However, when Captain William Thatcher of the U.S.S. Dauntless received the SOS from Director Jensen of Osiris Base 1...
We need help. Please! This is Director Carl Jensen of Osiris Base 1 on the planet Contra. We're a science research station. We're not equipped for combat. Please help! They're killing us!
Captain Thatcher ordered the Dauntless to Pontra. Upon arrival, approximately 2 hours later, there was no answer to their repeated hails, and nothing conclusive on their life sign scans of the planet due to atmospheric interference. The captain took Ensign Norris, Lieutenant Mendoza, and the ship's medical officer and old friend, Dr. Paul Osgood, down to the surface in a shuttlecraft. They weren't in the seemingly empty base for long before all hell broke loose. A humanitarian mission has turned into a nightmare for the men of the Dauntless. When we return, we'll learn what unusual problem Captain Thatcher and his crew are up against in this tale entitled Heat.
Hold your fire!
Yes!
Oh! Ah!
Paul?
Well, he's alive, but...
But what?
His insides are liquefying. His bones, his organs, it's like they're melting.
How's that possible?
It must be something the creature did.
It punctured Mendoza with some kind of stinger. I could just barely see it.
And whatever that thing injected into the lieutenant is liquefying him?
That's right.
Can you help him?
Not with my portable medkit.
Then we'd better get him back to the Dauntless.
I'd advise against that. Unless I can stabilize him here, I don't think he'd survive the trip. The slightest change in G-forces could crush him. And I don't know yet how fast-acting the creature's venom is.
Then what?
Ensign, you said the control section of the base is nearby.
That's right. Down that corridor.
How about the medical section?
That's even closer, along the way.
But without power...
I served on a base similar to this when I was in training. The infirmary was equipped with a dedicated power generator in case of a base-wide outage. Hopefully, that's the case here, too.
Can you help Mendoza there?
If they have the equipment I need, yes. I certainly can't help him here.
We could call the Dauntless. Commander Pillar could send down whatever you need in another shuttle.
I'm not bringing anyone else down here. It's too risky.
Also, Mendoza doesn't have the time for that. I need to stabilize him, and fast.
What can we do?
Find something flat that we can use as a stretcher. Then I'll need you and the captain to carry Mendoza very carefully but quickly to the infirmary.
The door has power. That's a good sign.
Not much light. The diagnostic table looks like it's still active. This way. Now, very carefully. 1, 2, 3. And down. Perfect. Now, ease him off the stretcher.
Do they have the equipment you need?
It looks like it.
Ensign, I need you to go to the control...
Captain!
Lasers!
Our guns!
As you were.
Captain?
Be still.
It's on my face.
Don't provoke it.
That was the sickest thing I've ever felt.
Why didn't it kill us?
It took all of our stuff. Our guns, our comm boxes. They're right there, I could...
You'll do nothing of the kind. The creature obviously doesn't want us to have them. It must think they're threatening to it.
But without our guns...
You're not to attempt to get them back, that's an order. We're still alive, let's keep it that way.
I'll get to work.
It looks like we're stuck here for as long as our friend wants. Ensign, there's an interface panel. See what we can do about getting us communications.
Sir?
We're not going to be able to check in with Commander Pillar as long as the creature has our comm boxes. I don't want anyone else from the Dauntless coming down here. 4 endangered crew members is enough. How's it going?
I've managed to stop the liquefaction.
That's good news.
Yes, but it's only step 1.
Sir, no go on communications, I'm afraid. The circuits are toast.
At least the infirmary is still functional.
How's Lieutenant Mendoza, Doctor?
I've managed to stop his condition, but reversing it so he can be moved is going to take some time.
How long?
Approximately 4 hours.
4?
If we move him before then, he's a goner. He'll need to remain as still as possible while the meds do their work. I'll have to strap him to the table to avoid any unnecessary movement as he begins to regain consciousness.
Then I guess we're staying here for a while. Get to work.
Yes, Captain.
Staying here? With that thing only feet away?
Unless you have a better idea. Are the interior infirmary scanners working, Paul?
To a degree. Why?
As soon as you've done all you can for Mendoza, I want you to scan our friend. If we're going to be here for the next 4 hours, I'd like to know as much as I can about our roommate.
Results coming in now, Captain. The scanners are sluggish. Weight 416 pounds. Its hide is made of something unidentifiable. Here's a diagram of its organs. This looks like a heart. Lungs here, 3 of them. Well, that's interesting.
What is?
Oh, it's female.
Maybe the other one was a male. We're still alive. Maybe the females don't attack.
Let's hope so.
Oh, dear God.
What's wrong?
According to the scan, the creature's in heat.
So before too long, we're gonna be overrun by this thing's wannabe boyfriends.
Easy, son. Aside from the 2 we've encountered, we don't know that there are any more creatures.
We don't know that there aren't. We have to get out of here.
Care to tell me how we get past her?
We could run like hell.
You're forgetting about Mendoza.
Doctor, there must be something.
There's nothing. If we move him before the 4 hours are up, he'll die. No question about it.
But if we stay, we'll all die.
Get a hold of yourself, Ensign. We're not going anywhere until we can all leave, Mendoza included.
But sir...
You'd write off his life that quickly?
Well, no, but...
Do you want to bring him with us as we run back the shuttle? Or leave him here as the 3 of us go? Either way, he'll die.
Captain, I didn't...
Get back to the interface panel.
But everything's fried.
Then improvise. Can you get the surface cameras working?
Maybe.
Since we can't know if there are more of these things in the base, at least we'll know if there are any heading our way. Get to work.
Weren't you kind of rough on him, Will?
I don't think so.
Oh, he's young and scared. This is only his 3rd field mission.
That's no excuse for cowardice. Anything else about Mendoza?
And Norris was right. There's a definite indication of a stinger wound in his abdomen. From my readings, I believe the thing was tenderizing him.
What?
The scans show human remains, bones, and tissue in the belly of the female creature.
They eat?
Apparently. It's not unheard of. Even on Earth, there are some insects who inject their prey with a paralyzing agent before eating them.
That explains where the base's crew went.
Very likely. But all 47 of them? Could just 2 creatures have done that?
I hope so. Otherwise we can expect some visitors. She could have killed us already, but she hasn't. Why?
Maybe Norris was right. Maybe the females don't kill. This creature doesn't have a stinger like the first one did.
But the bones in her stomach?
Her food could have been brought to her. Maybe, like in ancient times, the males of the species are the hunter-gatherers, and the females stay home to have and care for the young?
It's as good a theory as any. Time to test it out.
What do you mean?
You'll see.
Will?
Tend to your patient, Doctor.
Sir,
Yes?
I was able to make a bypass connection. The surface cameras should be operational soon.
Good work.
I may not be able to keep them running for long.
I'll take what we can get. Beggars can't be choosers.
I'd like to apologize for my earlier behavior.
Accepted.
It's only that I'm...
Scared. We all are. You'd be a fool if you weren't. We'll only get out of this if we work together.
What are you doing?
Conducting an experiment.
What the hell are you doing?
She let me leave. It looks like she doesn't care enough about us to kill us.
She has our guns. We're no threat. She must know what lasers can do from the fight the base's crew put up.
Then all we have to do is wait. Once Mendoza's well enough to travel,
surface cameras are working. We have a link.
Mother of...
More creatures.
There must be a dozen of them.
And they're right at our doorstep. That's you.
It looks like the males fight for the attention of the female.
That could buy us some time. Turn the sound off, Norris. We can keep an eye on them, but we don't have to listen. Hopefully they fight for a good long time so all four of us can get back to the shuttle.
Past them?
One problem at a time.
It's down to the last two aliens, Captain. The smaller one looks like he's running out of gas.
I hope he gets a second wind. Keep an eye on him. As soon as we're down to one creature, let me know. Paul?
Mendoza's responding well to the drugs, but I don't dare move him for another 30 minutes.
I don't know if we have 30 minutes.
Captain, the cameras have gone offline.
Can you get them back?
I don't see how. I tried everything I could think of to get them running in the first place.
How was the fight going before we lost visual?
The big guy had the little one on the ropes. I think this is their final round.
Blind as a bat with the heavyweight champ on his way here. Great.
The cameras are dead, Captain. I've tried everything I can think of.
Damn.
Permission to go to the control section down the hall?
Denied.
But the female creature will let...
We don't know what's on the other side of that door. The place could be crawling with creatures just like the one that attacked Lieutenant Mendoza.
Or there could be injured base crew members who need our help. That's what we came here for.
No, Ensign.
But the medical scanners can only cover this room. If I can get the scanners working for the entire base...
I said denied. I know we came here to save the Osiris crew. But right now we have to worry about saving ourselves. I'll have Doc run a life signs scan once we're out of the infirmary. If there's anyone alive we can rescue without risking our own necks, we will.
Captain, Mendoza's coming too.
Mendoza. Lieutenant?
What? Where?
Easy.
Welcome back, pal.
That thing!
It's dead. You're safe.
What's with the straps, Doc?
I need you to stay as still as possible. You're pumped full of meds to reverse what that creature did to you. The less you move, the faster they'll take hold.
Is that another one?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
You heard what the doctor said. That's an order.
We're getting out of here, son. The captain and Ensign Norris will be carrying you to the shuttlecraft.
Carrying? I can walk. I feel much...
Lieutenant,
Whatever you say.
let's get him on the stretcher while we still have time.
you saying about time, Paul?
Now what, sir?
I hear, Will?
I certainly do. They're arguing.
About.
Probably what to do with us.
Let's get the lieutenant on the stretcher. Careful now, Mendoza. Let them do the work.
1, 2, 3.
Gotcha. That was close. He just missed my eye.
Captain!
It's holding on.
Easy, men. It's not grabbing me, it's pushing me toward the door.
It wants us to leave?
Why would it?
I guess it wants some privacy. There. It let go. Okay, we're going. You don't have to tell us twice. Main motor, Jensen.
Yes, sir. Approaching the atmosphere, sir. I didn't think we'd make it past those other aliens.
Fortunately, they were all beat from the fight. By the way, Dr. Osgood was able to perform a life science scan before we boarded the shuttle.
Let me guess. None.
Unfortunately,
All those people? Dead?
we tried our best. That's all we could do. ETA to the Dauntless?
19 minutes.
Can you fly this thing on your own?
Yes, sir.
I want the smoothest flight possible. For Mendoza's sake. We're not looking for any speed records. Pretend that your grandmother is back in the passenger department.
I understand.
I'm going to check in with the doctor. Ensign, about your performance down on Pantra,
You have my apologies, Captain. It won't happen again.
we're only human under these uniforms. We'll chalk it up as a learning experience. For both of us.
He's sleeping. That's the best thing for him.
You'll be able to fix him up back on board?
Oh, sure, right as rain. I had some time to study the alien venom planet side. I have an idea how to counteract it.
Good.
I'll need Mendoza to remain in the infirmary for 2 or 3 days under surveillance.
I'll make it an order. I didn't think we'd make it out of there alive, Paul.
You and me both.
We couldn't rescue even one person.
I've lost some patience in my career. You have to learn to let it go and realize that what happened was out of your control. Otherwise, it will gnaw at you for all your days.
I know, but I've always had trouble with that. I'm going to contact HQ and advise them that Pantra be declared off-limits without a foolproof plan to retake the base.
That might be tough. Now, if I'm not mistaken, before long, there's going to be the pitter-patter of little alien feet down there.
That's one baby shower I won't be attending.
Heat, written by Mike Murphy, starring Russell Gold as Captain William Thatcher, Joe Stofko as Dr. Paul Osgood, Chris Marcellus as Ensign Norris, Javon White as Lieutenant Mendoza, J.R. Murdoch as Director Jensen, Glenn Higby as the Monster. Heat was mixed by Glenn Higby, sound effects by John Carl Toth, original music by John Carl Toth, produced by Glenn Higby and John Carl Toth, directed by Glenn Higby. We hope you enjoyed Heat. I am your host, Alex Spurlock.